A big hello to my YouTube family. Welcome to Diva Classes. This is Divya Vadvani, your English teacher. Today we'll be solving the literature paper of class 12 ISC for their 2025 examinations that has taken place today, that is the 17th February 2025. Okay, so we'll be taking up the first section, that is section A of 20 marks. Question number 1 that says that how does Ross describe Macduff to Lady Macduff? Describe Macduff to Lady Macduff in Act 4, Scene 2 of the play Macbeth. Okay, so he says that your husband is noble, wise, and judicious. Okay, then in his soliloquy, Act 3, Scene 1 of the play Macbeth, which one of the following does Macbeth refer to as a reason for fearing Banquo? ये मैंने आपको MCQs में भी करवाया था. That he is close to Lady Macbeth? No. He is royal in nature? Yes. His descendants will become king? Yes. And he is a poor advisor? No. So the answer will be Q and R. ठीक. नेक्स्ट वन, नॉट्स हैड ऑल स्पेंड. तो ये लेडी मैकबेथ सेज वेयर्स आर डिजायर इज गॉट विदाउट कंटेंट. व्हाट डज दिस कोट बाय लेडी मैकबेथ इन एक्ट 3 सीन 2 ऑफ द प्ले मैकबेथ रिवील अबाउट हर मेंटल स्टेट? तो शी फील्स डंकन्स मर्डर वॉज वर्थ? नो. शी इज ग्रीडी फॉर पावर? नो. शी इज अफ्रेड ऑफ स्पेंडिंग मनी? नो. शी रियलाइजेज द फ्यूटिलिटी ऑफ पावर. मीन्स वो लोग किंग तो बन गए बट इट इज़ यूजलेस. फ्यूटिलिटी मीन्स इट इज़ ऑफ नो यूज टू देम, क्योंकि उसके बाद भी दे आर नॉट एट पीस. इन एक्ट 5 सीन 5 ऑफ द प्ले मैकबेथ, what is Macbeth's first reaction when messenger informs that the wood began to move? So he disbelieves the messenger and calls him a liar. Yes. He wants to see the sight. He sends a message to general. He loses all hope. ये सब बाद में होगा, लेकिन सबसे पहले he disbelieves and calls him a liar. Why does Charu Sashi smash Tarapada's flute in the short story Atiti? So Sonamani has gifted the flute. She felt the sound was not sweet. She wanted Tarapada another flute. She was overcome with jealousy and anger. What does the ever ticking clock in the short story There Will Come Soft Rain symbolize? So it symbolizes that time is all powerful and ever present. It is omnipresent. Okay, in then statement 1 and 2 you have to choose the correct options. Tomorrow, statement 1 says that tomorrow he has said when you come home it will be time to give you the medicine bag. ये grandfather बोलते हैं. And Martin feels like that I felt a heart squeeze where my heart is supposed to be and was scared but I answered okay grandpa. So this, the statement 2, see both are correct and statement 2 is the reason for statement 1. Then C will be the option. Then 8th one, which of the following best describes Beethoven's father's attitude in the poem Beethoven? He was overbearing, rude, wanted him to be successful? No, he wanted Beethoven to be drive towards perfection. वो बस अच्छे से अच्छा बन जाए. Successful is a different thing. In act 4 in the poem Small Towns and Rivers, what is the river compared to? It is compared to the torrent of grief. Okay, then in the poem Tithonus, what does Tennyson illustrate through the image the woods decay and fall? तो this was done in the explanation part also, जहाँ पे शुरू में जैसे ही poem start होती है that the natural cycle of life and death goes on, but Tithonus ने उसके खिलाफ जा कर के काम किया था. Okay, then comes the reason based questions. सबसे पहले in act 3 scene 5 of the play, Hecate is angry with the 3 witches. Why? Because they interacted with Macbeth. They interacted with Macbeth, as you all know. ठीक है, and conjured a prophecy without the knowledge and consent. And इससे मतलब मैकबेथ को जितना भी मैजिक एंड प्रोफेसीज है वो बताई गई थी बिना इससे कह सकते हो कंसेंट लिए या इससे परमिशन लिए या इवन इससे बिना पूछे, इसकी नॉलेज और इसकी कंसेंट के बिना. ठीक है. देन द सेकेंड वन, इन एक्ट 4 सीन 3 ऑफ द प्ले मैकबेथ, मैल्कम इज सस्पिशियस ऑफ मैकडफ्स इंटेंशन. तो वाई बिकॉज ही मैकडफ okay hasn't been harmed. नाउ ही यहाँ पर कौन है? यहाँ पर अगर हम मैल्कम की बात करें तो हैजंट बीन हार्म्ड येट. ऑब्वियसली उसके फादर को मारा गया तो उसको भी मारना ही चाहिए. तो मैल्कम हैज़ नॉट बीन हार्म्ड एंड मैकडफ ओके हैज़ कम फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड. ये भी लिख सकते हो इसमें, कम फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड. एंड मे बी ट्रैपिंग, एंड हो सकता है कि मैकडफ मे बी ट्रैपिंग मैल्कम इन हिज जाल, वेब or any sort of conspiracy. Then in Act 5, Scene 1 of the play, Macbeth, the doctor says the disease is beyond my practice. Why? Because Lady Macbeth sleepwalking cannot, because she has that mental trauma. तो this is a case that ये उसके practice के beyond है, because she needs spiritual aid more than the medical aid. Okay, then Act 4, Scene 1 of the play, Macbeth gets angry at the witches when they show him the vision of the line of kings. Why? Because he feels that Act 4 na, his efforts, whatever efforts, his efforts to secure power is useless or futile, you can say. ठीक है. And most important thing, Banquo's lineage will continue on the throne. ठीक, ये दो चीज़ें हैं जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि उसने जो पावर सिक्योर किया है वो किसी काम का नहीं है, और बैंको के ही बच्चे किंग बनेंगे. लीनेज डिसेंडेंट्स यू कैन यूज़. इन द शॉर्ट स्टोरी मेडिसिन बैग, मार्टिन एंड हिज फैमिली felt guilty that grandpa traveled all alone to their home because एक तो he is old enough, secondly because of his appearance and his behavior they felt like that they will be feeling embarrassed in front of the friends, because they have created a image that will be shattered if grandpa meets them. ठीक है. Next one, in the short story The Cookie Lady, the means Bubber informs Mrs. Drew that it would be his last visit. She is stunned. Why stunned? Because all the her youth she brings out, she drains from the vitality, from the energy of Bubber only. So now since Bubber is telling that this is her his last visit there, so all his purpose will not be completed now. Okay, so she'll no more be able to get the youthful transformation again. In the short story Atithi, Motilal Babu is initially reluctant to marry his daughter to Tarapada. Why? Because they do not know anything about the background of Tarapada. Major reason. In the poem Tithonus terms his immortality as cruel. That is the 8th one. Why? Because he does not have the eternal youth. Okay, and he is broken and decrepit with age and immortality, and this immortality has turned him into a mere shadow of his own self without his former youth and former youth. ठीक, something I have written I am even not able to understand. Then in this poem, तो टिथनस यहाँ पे क्या बोला गया है, that just because कि he is immortal now, but he is too old in his age that he is just roaming around like a mere shadow without his eternal youth or without even being youth. So that is why he is suffering daily and daily. Okay, he is becoming old and old. In the poem Beethoven, the musician made fun of Beethoven's madness. Why? Because the orchestra musicians used to play music that was not, they actually didn't play the music, and it was just like that they were playing it. That there was no real music, that was inaudible, and the musicians played only to the Beethoven in his total deafness. वो actual में they don't used to play the music. But when Beethoven played the music, he thought like कि हाँ ठीक है, everyone is playing the music, I should also play. Now when he plays, so they were confused and they were not able to calculate the distance between genius and madness. In the poem Telephone Conversation, the speaker on the phone makes a self confession because he feels like that it is okay to tell the person that he is African, and there is nothing wrong in telling the landlady the truth. He has not done anything wrong जिसके कारण he should not tell the truth to the lady. Okay, so that's all for today. Abhi we'll be doing the next part in the next video, in which we'll be discussing the longer answers. I hope you all have understood this much. Now keep preparing for your next paper. Tell me how much marks you would be getting, or what you have written, how was your paper, and did my videos help you? Did you find it easier to understand the stories and poems? Whatever you want to tell, you just mention it in the comment box. Keep preparing. Best wishes. Thank you.